get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to blow.
Hello, ma'ams and sirs. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's My 2 Cent WWE Smackdown review show. This week's Smackdown takes place at the PNC Arena at North Carolina State University, and they got to witness Bianca Belair attempt to regain the WWE Women's Championship, or the Raw Women's Championship as it was called. Before we get to everything, let me please ask you people, if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, dislike, anything you want to. With that out of the way, let's let her rip. First thing up is Bianca Belair comes out to the ring. She talks about how patience is a virtue, as they would tell her, but she felt that she was way too patient to get the rematch that she rightfully deserved. And she said she's going to win. Out comes Charlotte Flair, and she manifests to the cringiest that she would beat Asuka tonight for the WWE Women's Championship, and said that she also said that she's going to be the first in line to challenge Bianca. And Bianca said, hey, what's a better place than SummerSlam to have the EST versus the Queen? Charlotte agreed. They shook hands. So if Bianca Belair wins tonight, it will be Bianca Belair against Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam. Well, it is Friday night, it is SmackDown, and that means it is Fight Night. The Brawling Brute members, Sheamus and Holland, went up against a team of from Sheamus. What was that noise? Sorry about that, folks. So Sheamus decides to throw Wilson in and starts beating him up until Prince gets back in. During the course of this match, though, I think it was Prince who injured his shoulder somehow. And I guess it was something that Holland, I ain't saying it's totally his fault. He did it on purpose, maybe just a little misspot. I didn't really catch it all, but anyway, Pretty Deadly would get the advantage by doing some double D moves on Holland. Sheamus comes in, and let me tell you that 10 beats of the Bribery move does not sound or look like fun to take. Glad I'm on this side of the ring instead of inside of the ring. Get back from commercial, they put a little heat on Sheamus, tag in to Holland, he starts throwing people around. Prince takes the turnbuckle pad off. Unfortunately, Holland winds up eating it, takes it in the throat. Prince comes off with a leg drop from the top rope, gets the W for Pretty Deadly. Like I said, this is an okay match. Pretty Deadly, yeah, they're pretty annoying. I can see how they can draw heat. They know their role as the heels, not trying to be cool heels or tough guy heels. They're there to backpedal, play the chicken poo type heels. So far, I think they're doing a pretty good job of that. So, and I think it was Prince who got injured. Hopefully, he gets a speedy recovery. Other than that, next, we get a little backstage interview with Grayson and he talks about, hey, he made his SmackDown debut, main eventing in Madison Square Garden against a Hall of Famer, that being Edge. He also mentions that he got a little social media spat with The Rock, and he will get his hand raised in the United States Invitational 4-way championship match, or not a championship match, but an opportunity to be a contender for the United States Championship. And he said because that is the Grayson Waller effect, stepped away, came back, and it says, if you smell what I'm cooking. So another little dig to The Rock there. He could grow on me. He's got potential. We'll talk about that more later. Alright, next match here is Zelina Vega versus Bayley. Bayley jumps on Vega, gets her out of the ring, pretty much controls the whole match. There was a couple little spots where Vega got to come in and shine. She got to use Mama's shoe that every kid has felt, just about. At least every kid, born, from the 70s to the early 2000s, or born, before 1995, I guess. I have no clue. Anyway, Bayley does win this with the Rose Plant. After the match, her and Io Sky are celebrating. They kind of taunt a piece of Shantae's hair, or Shotzi's hair that they cut last week. Then they look on the big screen, and they look a little scared because Shotzi was on the big screen. She states that she can't be intimidated. She can't be scared. No one controls her. She's in control. Yeah, she's acting a little crazy, and she's doing this as she decides to shave the rest of her head off. Actually, this angle, I don't know who. I'll imagine Shotzi kind of did this little angle here. It was her idea. Basically, her sister was diagnosed with liver cancer, and she did this as a solidarity thing for her. So, like I said, don't jump to conclusions and be all winded because something happened that you didn't like. There's a little more reasons to things, and hats off to Shotzi for doing this for her sister. Sorry, me and my family, cancer is a soft area for us. So. Alright, now time for Jey Uso come to the ring for his promo time. He talks about, hey, wherever Jimmy went, he was right there because, there was pretty much joint at the hip. Also said when he's happy, Jay's happy. When Jimmy's hurt, Jay's hurt. And out comes Paul Heyman. He says Jay and Roman will go face to face next week. They also kind of say it's Jay's fault that Jimmy got hurt. Then Solo and Jay got at it. But Jay got the upper hand in this one. Not only did he hit Solo with a super kick, he also hit the wise man Paul Heyman himself with a super kick. Solo came back. Alright, now we have a match, a four-way match for the United States. This is the United States Championship Invitational. Winner goes against next week's four-way match and decide who will face Austin Theory for United States Championship, who, by the way, is at ringside joining commentary. Actually, it was kind of entertaining doing commentary. This match was really good, though. It featured AJ Styles, Santo Escobar, Butch, and Grayson Waller. Styles and Escobar start off. Styles hit a great drop kick. Yes, boys and girls, that's a picture-perfect drop kick. The only thing I will say is Santos probably should have just dropped and rolled out instead of backing up and then jumping over ropes. That was kind of a little too noticeable. Then Butch and AJ Styles got a pretty good exchange in there. They was both going for a backslide. Waller tripped them up and trying to roll them up both at the same time, but that didn't work. We also got the double superplex, triple powerbomb. That looked good. Styles was looking to put it away and was about to put Butch in the Styles clash, but got distracted. And because seeing Karrion Kross beating up his buddies, he runs out, but unfortunately runs into the Waller clothesline. Waller comes in, does his running the Rolling Stunner on Butch. then Escobar, with a top rope splash on Waller, gets the victory. So going into the I guess the finals of the Invitational, it will be Santos Escobar. Keynote, I think next week is going to have Rey Mysterio in the match, also with LA Knight. So I see LA Knight versus Santos. They've been having some pretty good matches against each other, so alright, now it's time for your main event. Bianca, the challenger, going for the WWE Women's Championship against Asuka, the champion. During this match, really no clear advantage. And also kind of wondering here is like, when's the last time Bianca whipped somebody with her hair? As many times we've seen Asuka like yank Belair down and by the hair and everything, how come Belair has just taken her hair and whipped Asuka, telling her to say, "Hey, do not yank me by my hair again." That was one of the things that kind of made Bianca cool to begin with. By the way, we also have Damage Control and Charlotte Flair, who all bought front row seats to watch this match. So you know how this is going to go. The action does spill on the ring. Belair hits Asuka with a KOD on the announcer's table. Bayley Io come in. Flair comes out as well. Hits Bayley with a kick to the face. Bianca's like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And Flair's trying to explain, "Hey, they was about to hit you." Io would take a swing at Charlotte as well. Then Charlotte went for a spear, but Io ducked, so winds up hitting Belair. So that gives Bianca Belair the DQ win. Charlotte gets taken out. Is this it? Io's guy gonna cash it in? Nope, not quite. Asuka rebounds, gives Bayley the blue mist kiss of death, and escapes with a championship, and that's how the show ends. So, yeah, didn't expect anybody to win that match, especially when everybody buys front row tickets to see it. So, decent show. Like I said, that four-way match was really good. Becoming pretty impressed with Grayson Waller's in-ring work. He seems like he can be an annoying heel too. So he might be swimming, not sinking. And he actually did very good in this match. AJ Styles, of course, did very well. Like I said, a couple of little missed spots here and there, but one of them, I think, of course, the Santos selling the drop kick, and obviously, it was way too noticeable. He backed up and jumped out. I think there's one spot where Butch was receiving end of a hurricane from the top rope. AJ Styles caught him, but I think he was trying to catch him and go for the clash, but he kind of just fell over. But he regrouped, had him in a pinning predicament for a 2 count. But yeah, so and of course AJ is going to have to go against Karrion Kross again. So basically, I think this is the point where AJ is just trying to make people, he could be on his way out when contract's up. So he's had a pretty good career. So can't shame the guy for doing the right thing.
Here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out Friends of the